Okay.
Hey guys.
Hey guys. Today is February 28th.
The last day of February.
The last day of
This
February.
is the longest week in the world.
Oh my, this is the second episode that I'm doing the same shit again. Hey guys, welcome to
Tea in the classroom.
Tea in the classroom. Yay! I don't know why again. I starting off talking about what day it is. Who cares? Welcome first and foremost, right? How rude of me. My bad, but we're good. So today is February 28th, and um today is, I didn't talk about it last week either, which is crazy. Last week was just like National Sticky Bun Day. Who cared about that, right? But this week is National Rare Disease Day. Yes, so last week we talked about mental health, and it was awesome. Part one, part uno. But and this week was supposed to be part dos. Boys have feelings too, right? It was gonna be a male edition, but men, unfortunately, they all had, fortunately, unfortunately, whatever, they all had very valid reasons. That blew mines the most. I wish they had very unvalid reasons so that I could really yell at them. But they all had a very good reason as to why they were unable to make it. But next week, because when is Miss T's birthday?
In 2 days.
In 2 days. Yay.
Tuesday, guys.
Tuesday is Fire Mommy's birthday. You heard? Okay, and so she will not be here next Sunday, but I will be here with a group of men that are going to spill their emotions. I'm going to force it up out of them. Okay, we hope that Miss T, Fire Mommy, makes a guest appearance on our thing if we can figure it out by then. But if not, then next week will definitely be for sure mental health part 2, men edition. Boys have feelings too. I think it's gonna be awesome. Definitely, I think it's gonna be awesome.
Life changing.
I hope that one of them cries. Fingers crossed.
It's very touching.
Yeah, fingers crossed that it really hits somebody deep down and they really just like share it all. You know, I think it's good.
I don't think anyone's gonna cry. Maybe
No,
they
me
might
neither.
get a little. They might do that little swallow, like.
Yeah, yeah, like a deep
Sigh.
inhale. Right. So I'm hoping.
Sadness.
Yeah, but I'm hoping for the best. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. But so we had to last minute change up the topic for today. Good thing that Fire Mommy and Miss J have handy dandy notebooks to where we keep backup segments ready to go just in case things happen. So, the backup segment that we had that we both agreed on that will still like be on the same premise as I knew that was gonna happen. That I knew that it was gonna be under the same premise under mental health, which is friendships. Yay, friendships. So what is a friend? So that's basically what we're going to touch on. Like mental health includes relationships, right? Both, what were you saying today? Both what type?
Romantic and platonic.
Hold on, I'm sorry, Miss T, you have to speak a little.
Oh, I'm sorry. Earlier today, I talked about the 2 different types of relationships we have, romantic and platonic relationships. Both have very intense love and meaning, and because they're 2 different loves, I think people forget that it's still just as important as someone that you would call your husband, that's someone that's your best friend. So it's like, I think a lot of people lose that value. So we'll get into that.
Right. So, to me, right. So let's just talk about, I guess, what a friend is or whatever. So, like, to me, a friend is like somebody that's like there. I'm a very needy person in all my relationships. Just like Tiana just said, platonic and romantic relationships. Those are 2 types of relationships. They're both very. Stop doing that. Those that is very important to have in your life. And so with me, I am needy with both my romantic and with my friends, both of them, because I don't know. Like, if you're in my life, then you know that I'm dramatic, and you know, like, when I need you, like, I need you, and that's with anybody, with my nigga or with my friends. Like, if I need you, then sis, I need you to be there for me. Period. Like, that's just me, and I think that's why we discussed at the beginning that, like, I'm an acquired taste. Like, you know, like, you have to know somebody to really, and that's what we're gonna get into when it comes to friends, because you really have to know who your friend is or who you're dealing with to really know what, like, whether or not you can deal with them. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not you can deal with them. So, what what's the longest? So we'll just start off with like the length of friendships, right? So, they say that having a friend for a long period of time is something that is healthy. That everybody should have friends that they've known for a long time. If you don't, then there's like issues. What do you think? Do you agree with that?
I kind of do because I feel like when people be like, I don't like people, more so, it's always about the people that you choose in your life as your friends. Like, you can always, somebody should always be able to say they have one or two friends that they can trust and that they can go to with anything and that they've had for a long extended period of time. There should be no reason that you are constantly befriending people who betray you and do everything else. Again, remember, take your platonic relationships the same way you take your romantic ones. You pick the same niggas all the time. You picking the same bitches to be friends with all the time. So it's like, just never forget to compare the two. So that's how I feel. I feel like if you can't seem to change up your way of, I guess, lifestyle and the way you come off to people and you keep attracting the same type of girls and the same crowd of people as friends and you're constantly getting backstabbed and you're constantly talking about how you don't trust bitches because bitches is scandalous, that's a problem, bro. If you're constantly befriending bitches who will fuck your man,
I
bro.
I think that so for me, like, again, remember, like I said, every time I talk about my business, I'm gonna say, like, this is our podcast, and so, like, whenever I tell y'all things, it's just because, you know, we're here to express our things. But I feel as though I've always been down that path because I'm such a nice person. Like, again, when discussing longevity of friends, I have friends that have been in my life for forever. You know what I'm saying? I've been in my life from, I have fifth grade friends, I have seventh grade friends, I have high school friends. Like, I'm turned 28. Like, I still have friends from that long ago that have been in
Same.
my life. And so, um, I do maintain relationships that are near and dear to me. You know what I'm saying? But I also still allow for new things to come into my life because I am a person that says that I don't like people. Like, I'm a person that says I really don't care for to maintain certain relationships or even to get them started, because whenever I do, I feel like they tend to backfire. Like, I have a vibrant energy, right? I have an energy that is very social, even though I don't really care for people too much, right? Like, I just like having fun though. Like, I just have yay, like that, like
If
that's
you've
just
ever gone out with Janika, you would think she's bullshitting because she's the most social person I've ever met. The socialist introvert you could think of.
like, because I just, at the end of the day, when I'm outside, I want to have fun, you know, like, I want to have a good time. Like, wherever I'm at, whatever I'm doing, I want to have a good time. Like, that's why, you know, over the summer I have my events, you know, I have my things in my backyard. Like, even though, again, I really don't care for people, but my people, the people that I love being around them because I'm able to, like, express all of this energy that I have. Like, again, like, I pick the friends that I have because I know who I am. It's important to know who you are to be able to maintain the people that are around you. Do you get what I'm saying? If
Yep.
you don't know who you are, then you can't really maintain the relationships. So, one of the topics, well, one of the questions that we were going to talk about was longevity of friendships, right? So when you have a friend for a long period of time, you know what I'm saying? After a while, I feel like just like any other relationship, there tends to be bumps. You know, there's bumps in the roads, there's issues, there's red flags, you know, there's like little things that really kind of turn you off, that really make you question your relationship or your friendship with that person. So, one of the questions that was asked was, does longevity of a friendship, like, um require come with entitlement, right? So, like, when you have a friend that you've been friends with for a very long time, does that come with entitlement? Being a spoiled brat that I am, I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes, only because, like, you work hard for your relationships. The same way in a marriage, like just the same way in a relationship, like you said, all relationships are important. So when you when you say that you're gonna be friends with somebody and you maintain that relationship, it's like your friendship that grows, you know. So as it grows, it kind of is like you gotta love me, like you gotta love me. Like there's certain things that you gotta do a little bit deeper because you love
Okay,
me.
but loving you doesn't come with a sense of entitlement. Like, the fact is that, so say you've been friends with someone. I'll use my own examples. I have multiple best friends. I've maintained the same friendships for over a decade, and I'm only 26, and I've been friends with the same female since I was either a little girl or in high school. So, there's that. But it's like, I've made new friends when I got to college. I made new friends, and I'm still friends with the same people that I made with friends in college. Every time I went to a new job, I made friends. Like, I'm a pretty social person. I'm pretty cool. I guess my personality type is the, oh, she's cool, she's fun, I'm gonna like her because she cares about my feelings. And then they become my friend and they see that I'm kind of like, not bitchy, but I'm a little uh tough lovey. I guess that's the word to say, tough lovey. I think with longevity, like, friends feel like, because we've been friends for 20 years or so, it's like, for important milestones of your life and you have multiple best friends, say your bridesmaids and your maid of honor, the person that's been your friend for the longest is going to feel entitled to that maid of honor position because they've been your friend for 20 years, opposed to a friend that's been your friend for about 17 years. Even though it's about the same equivalence in time, they're like, well, I was your friend first and I was
Right,
here first.
right.
But the same way you say that, and you maintain this friendship over time, the same way they come with bad things as well as the good things. So you can't just think about all those things when you're making decisions like godparents. You can't just say, oh, because this person is my best friend, that they're my child's godparent. Think about how you guys interact with each other when things are heated and hot, and how they act in their personal and professional lives when things are frustrated and flustered and they're fucked up and they're going crazy. Are they people who handle pressure very well? Is this somebody that can hear a crying baby nonstop for 12 hours? Is this someone that can take care of your kid? You got to think about those things, not because they're your friend for 20 years, but because I need to think about somebody who's going to have patience for my child. Or I need to have someone who's going to have the patience to set up my bridal shower, to not say, fuck it, I'm tired of doing this because this is too much for me. Oh my God.
Right.
You got to be able to remember that the same way you look at your partners, you have to look past just how you interact with this person. Look at the outside of that person. Like, how does she act at work? How does she act with her other friends? How does she act with people that she dates? Like, what is the same thing that everybody that I know that knows the same person will say the same thing about that person because they all met that person, so they know. So it's like, obviously, it's you sometimes, but entitlement should not come with longevity because
Um.
not everybody deserves it
Okay, so
just
that's what I'm
because.
saying. Okay, so then it comes down to there's all different types of friendships. There
Absolutely.
are all different types of friendships because again, if I have been your friend for 20 years in the front street, in the front line,
Mm-hmm.
and that person has been your friend for 17 years in the back street, or vice versa. I've been in your life for 10 years riding and dying for
Mm-hmm.
you, and you've been in my life for 20 years floating. You
Mm-hmm.
get what I'm saying? So like they all different types of relationships, these type of things hold different type of weight, you know, in your life.
Mm-hmm.
But I get what you're saying in terms of entitlement, but then that comes down to who that person is within itself. Because if I know that I've been in your life for 20 years, but I've been in the background, you get what I'm saying? And I just like pop up on some like, it's your birthday, you know, and then I come around, then you're my friend for a long time. You're coming to all of my special occasions. You're coming to my baby shower. You're coming to my wedding, but are you going to be in my wedding? Are you going to be a part of the group chat when I'm planning my baby shower that my mom is in? You get what I'm saying? Like, is that going to be you? There's different type of friendships. So I
Well,
definitely understand
Janika is a part of my friends, my group of female friends, my
that.
sisters. There's like five of them. Those are my girls. And I have other friends that are close friends. I consider best friends like on the family level, and my close friends are like what people consider your best friends. But my best friends, my female friends, are like my sister, like my family. Like, I'll kill a bitch for them bitches. Like, call me if you got a dead body. But yeah, no.
Nah,
Like,
but that's what I'm saying. And those are the type of relationships that that you want to have, that you want to maintain. And I feel like with me, I've learned this, and I think there's a problem, and I don't know how to really work on it because again, I have no problem being by myself. Like I have no problem with. I'm a TV show watcher. Like I think we may have an episode all about TV shows one day. Like Miss gave you my whole business just now, guys. Miss J, Miss J literally turned into the teacher mode real quick. My bad, but um all I do is watch TV shows. Like I'm a binger. Like if I'm not at work and I'm not getting to this breach, like I am watching my TV shows. Like that is all that I'm doing. I have a problem, and that's okay. But but yeah, so that's all that I do or whatever. So I really don't have a problem with like being by myself. But where was I going? I was lost. I got lost in the sauce just now.
I was just following what you were saying, so I just got lost
so
with you.
uh, so we was talking about first. This is why it's I don't know if they say that it's not good to record a podcast when you a little litty, but what would be the fun in that in reality? You get what I'm saying? So with friends and longevity, right? And you want to maintain your relationships with your friends, like you want to maintain your relationships with your significant other. I believe that's where I was going. It really sucks that I just lost my whole train of thought. But
Talking about television, she was talking about
yeah.
being alone.
I was talking about being able to be alone, but I still want to be around my people. Like I still yes. Here we go. Here we go, guys. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. All right. So we here. So what I was saying was I have no problem being alone, but I'm always down to make a new friend. There we go. Like the same way that I'm kind of like happy go lucky when it comes to like meeting a new significant other or like meeting a new nigga, like meeting a new whatever. Like I'm just as like hopeful when I'm meeting a new female. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, like I really don't care for them too much because they're really pretty sneaky. Like I can't front. Like I can't front. Me personally, I've had very bad experiences. Like I've had bitches pull up to my nigga's crib on their way to my crib. I've had bitches that put me on to my nigga because they didn't think that our relationship would last that long because she really wanted him. And so she thought that I would just be somebody to play with and then she was gonna get him and then we ended up lasting forever. And then that's not my fault. You get what I'm saying? And so I've had females that have moved, that have hit up my nigga on some, your shorty's doing this. You know, like I've dealt with that. You get what I'm saying? Like I've had people that have brought into my environment that have moved walkie. But it doesn't make sense because that's not the type of person that I am. That's not the type of energy that I give off. That's none of that. But again, I'm that type of person that when somebody attaches themselves to me or when they're drawn to my energy, I let them do it. And then that's really my issue. But we're not going to go into that for today. But my issue is that when somebody likes my energy, it's cool. Like I know that I have like I said, I have very vibrant, like a like energetic energy that people want to be around. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know that people can use that. Like there was that post that I feel like we both shared it. It was like when people say that you're a vibe, like that may not always be a good thing. Like they just want to be a part of that vibe. They don't want to enhance your vibe. You feel me? They just want to be a part of it. They want to drain you for it. And it's important to know that when both friends and in relationships, because and I've never had that type of situation. Like, again, I've had weird situations like what I just said, but I've never had, other situations that other girls go through. Like they just want to be friends with you because they want to be down.
Right.
Like they want to be friends with you because they want to be around the people that you around. Like you get what I'm saying? Like there's so many people that have ulterior motives. So it's kind of hard to gain new friendships without ever like always being wary. You get what I'm saying?
I haven't encountered that many bitches, that many females that are like shitty. Um, I guess the most I've dealt with was like jealous friends and like territorialness over my like feelings for them as friends and stuff of that nature. It was never, she was trying to fuck my, because I don't care about none of that, honestly. As long as it's not my baby daddy or my husband, I don't care who you talk to after me. I don't care. I do not care. I don't care. Just tell me. I don't care. Just
What
tell
don't you
me.
care about?
Oh, I don't care about like if my friend wanted to date somebody that I dated before. I don't care. As long as it's not my baby daddy or my husband.
It's clipped.
It's clip.
It's clipped
Like
for all of
it's
that. No,
no,
no, it's
I
clipped
don't care.
for. It's clipped
I
for
don't care.
why? But that's okay. So And then like that's what I'm saying, like friendship really goes down like 100,000 paths because it's like, are there not underlying rules? Like, are there not laws by nature that it's like you should just not want to be down with? And like when people do certain things, it just kind of hits you with a red flag. Like I said, like I had an experience with a female that I was friends with, and it was like she didn't do nothing that was harmful to me. You know what I'm saying? She didn't do nothing that could harm me, that could take my money, but it was just like it'd be the principle, like, you know, like the principle behind it all. If you're gonna do something, then I'm gonna look at you like this, then I don't want to be your friend because I'm not gonna do nothing that's gonna make you look at me like this. At least not on purpose. And if I have a conversation with you and then I give a shit about my friendships to where it's like, yo, if I have an issue with you, if I have a problem with you, I'm gonna let you know what it is. And then when we had that conversation, how you address it, how you respond back to me, how you let me know how you feel about it, that lets me know whether or not you care about it. But me wanting to have a conversation with you off bit off bat, that lets me know, that lets you know that I care. You get what I'm saying? Anything after that, that's really up to you because I'm coming to you with my concern.
Right.
A person like just like with a significant other, like if you have an issue, if you suppress that shit, like do you really care or you just waiting for it to get bigger and bigger?
Yeah, you waiting.
Yeah, why are you waiting? If you're waiting, then it's like, do you really want to be friends with this
Exactly.
person
Or
if you're
be
waiting for something to
exactly.
go wrong?
Exactly.
But that's an issue that I have with relationships too, that I tend to just wait for things to go side left, and I think that I do that a lot with when it comes to not so much with friendship though. Like I just be happy go lucky. Like I just really bring you onto the wing, and I just join you a part of the team. Like that's what I do. And in the moment you do something that's a red flag, like I'm just out of there now. Like now I know not to like um ignore it. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't ignore the red flag. Don't ignore that thing that's just like, was your is your friend really supposed to do that? Like my friend. Again, we all have different friends. Tiana has friends. Not she doesn't have friends, same, but she is okay with her friends boning people that she used to bone as long as they was not her baby daddy and the person that she's gonna marry. Me, don't come around me if that's your energy. You get what I'm saying? Like if that's your thing, that mean a part of me will always feel as though you was looking at son. Like, and I don't like that. I don't want to do that. Just don't.
See, but then again, that's what I'm saying. I don't care about that because I've only had 3 serious relationships in my life. So if anybody dated any of the niggas that I dated, and out of those 2 niggas, I would be like, I guess you dated to change him because I was hating him 4 years ago. So it's not the same nigga that I was with. So I don't really. I got a whole new relationship. I'm not pressed. I'm not thinking about you. I was thinking about him when we was together because I wasn't thinking that way, and that's not how I'm gonna think because I'm not somebody that's plotting on somebody else's niggas, and I don't think my friends would plot on niggas. Sometimes it just happens that way where you might run into
How?
somebody. You could run into somebody. This is a small world, beloved. Next thing you know, you in a different state. Same time as this person, you might see him. You guys hang out to catch up because y'all have a mutual
Come on now.
interest.
You talking about isolated situations. Instead if y'all both move out of town and bump into each other at the
I didn't say
fucking
move out of town. I said y'all
corner
both out of
store.
town.
Yeah, y'all
You know how many times?
bump
Do
into
you
each
know how
other at
many
a
times
corner
I've
store.
gone to places like Atlanta and fucking just mainly Atlanta, even North Carolina, and I've seen people that I know from New York. That is ghetto, bro. That's not cool.
I don't think that is cool.
That's not cool. I don't want to see y'all niggas. That's why I didn't even want to go to school in Queens when I got out of high school. Cause I'm like, "God, I don't want to see all these niggas. Them niggas was in Manhattan too. If I would have went to Staten Island, they would have been there too. Cause they're everywhere. Everyone that you fucking know has the same idea that you think.
But
Let's
guess
get
what?
away.
You see how you have a class full of people? You see how there's a whole building full of people? You see how there's 5 buildings on that one campus full of people? Do you know how there's multiple schools with multiple buildings full of multiple people? Why the fuck you gotta choose my people? That's what it comes down to. Point blank period. Like why you gotta choose my
This
people?
was my fish.
There's too many people in this world. Like I get it. Like things can happen. I get it. But for you to voluntarily choose my person, you was on it. You was on it. You was watching it when I was with it. That nothing else makes sense. Nothing else makes sense. You didn't just find them when you was scrolling on Tinder. No, because you could have pressed that X just like you
Yes, you
pressed
could
that
have.
X on the next person. Like so don't tell me that you have a valid reason as to why you boned somebody that I used to bone. Nothing you say will make sense to me. Nothing. I don't care. But then again, those are my boundaries for my friendships. Friendships require boundaries. Let's talk about that. Boundaries. What's a boundary? A boundary is a line that you don't cross when it comes down to a person. Like those are the laws, those are the rules, those are the things that you have set. Like you're not gonna go across. You're not gonna go over that line.
If it doesn't fuck with my finances, my food, or my freedom, I don't give a fuck about anything. I don't care. The same way I look at my man, I look at my friends. I do value my love for my friends, but I'm not. I really do not have a problem kicking a bitch to the curb. I don't. I don't. I don't have a problem with that at all.
What you mean?
Like, I value my friendships, but it's like if I feel like someone is not beneficial to my life as a friend, because like you said before, some people are here to drain your energy and they could be draining you for years and you just fed up. I have no problem kicking you to the curb, and I don't care how long we've been friends for, because it's like, all right, at this point, you're not changing. We're the same people, and I don't have time for that. Um,
Okay,
in
so
regards to like boundaries,
mm,
it's just like I said, if you don't fuck with my money, you're not fucking with my freedom, and you're not fucking with like where I'm at, I don't care. I don't
um,
care.
so when you talk about relationships and like how you
Hmm.
handle things like that. So the question is like, why is it that, especially with females? I don't really know how it goes with male. I don't think that it happens with men. Like I think men, that's one thing that I will say, like their friendships, how they maintain them is a really beautiful thing. Like they able to like punch each other in
Because
the
men
face.
are not catty.
Yeah.
Females are constantly in competition with their friends. I think all my bitches is bad bitches. I don't want to compete with them because I'm a bad bitch too. We're all bad bitches. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, if my bitch looks good, I'm gonna say my bitch looks good. She's getting posted tonight. Ah, my bitch is a bad bitch. I don't see why people have hater ass friends. And I don't see why you need to be in competition with people you call your friends. Like, why do you need to be better than your friend? At someone's birthday party, please don't be mad that your best friend looked better than you at her birthday event. It is her birthday event. She's supposed to look better than you. It is not about you. It's not. Your birthday will be soon.
Nah, but imagine, but even still, like imagine if you felt some type of way about your friend pulling up to your birthday party looking better than you. That's
No,
weird
but I'm
energy.
saying no, but
That's
I'm
weird
saying
energy. I would never say,
yeah.
why does my friend look better than me and she knows that it's my birthday? Like, what type of hating ass energy is that? Bitch, pick a better outfit. Like,
Right. Pick a better outfit. Are
like
you
that
serious?
makes no sense. I would
Tabula, go
never fix my
upstairs.
lips to ever say
But
like,
bitches is like
why does
that.
she look better? Why does she come here looking better than me? Like she knows that, oh, we're about to go out. Like she trying to
Bitch,
overstage
come to
me?
step. When I invite you somewhere, if you're not trying to shit, then don't come. Like, that's how I feel. Don't come. Don't come if you're not trying to shit, because we stepping.
That's why I stay
We
inside. Cause
stepping.
you see what I wear every day: sweatsuits. I wear sweatsuits to work every day. I wear sweatsuits inside every day. I wear sweatsuits outside every day.
She gets cute when she wants to,
Only
guys.
sometimes, on rare occasions. On May
Listen, we
1st,
be chilling. I
we
listen. I'm
outside.
a mother now. I don't care about no clothes. But if I'm outside, I'm outside. I look good. I got the lashes on. I haven't put no lashes on in a minute. But guess what?
um. So yes, so back to like females being petty and like men being able to maintain like their relationship so much better. Is like, why is it that females are really always so quick to like just throw their friend in the garbage, but they give their significant other like so many chances? Like,
Because they feel like a friend is a dime a dozen, whereas a man is not.
yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree.
Females feel like they can get a new friend that'll pick up for the old friend because it's very easy to get a new friend. There's always some happy go lucky, friendly female who's looking for new friends, and she just happens to be in the same like circle as you, and you're like, oh, she's cool. I can start being friends with her. Next thing you know, you get really close. Now you got a new friend that filled that spot of the friend that you just lost.
Right.
Or it could have already been somebody that you was gradually getting cool with that just replaces that person automatically.
Yeah. That happens a
So
lot.
it does.
That happens
You
very
just move into
often.
the spot of the person that just vacated. It's all
Right.
right.
I think that I have that tends to be my issue because like I have like that main person that's like who I spend most of my time with, and then it's like if something happens and it's just like, all right, then whoever I didn't spend as much time with kind of like gets more of my time type of thing. But I think that's just kind of like how it works in life though. I don't really feel like that's anything like super terrible. I think that you like not wanting to fix the relationship is terrible. Like it changing, maybe, yeah, but like you want to just throw the whole shit in the garbage is
Right.
something
That's
that is
sad.
super concerning. Like
Yeah.
you shouldn't want to do that, especially with a friend. Like friends are people that you're supposed to just have for forever. Like I really like my friend is gonna answer my phone call at 2 o'clock in the morning the same way that I hope that my niggas should answer my phone call at 2 o'clock in the morning. And then if I don't have a nigga, I'm still gonna have that friend to answer that phone call at 2 o'clock in the morning. Like it's so important when you're going through things like like a lot of issues. Like if you don't have that support around you,
Hmm.
like that's why I was saying like friendship
I
definitely
friendships are
plays a
very important
tie
to
in
me.
mental health because you
Very
need that
much
support.
exactly. Because sometimes your family is not the support that you need. Because sometimes family give you like too much tough love, and sometimes it's not about what you need to hear, it's about what you want to hear in the moment. And sometimes your friends just know you well enough to know that right now I'm not gonna bullshit you, but I'm also not gonna beat you up while you feeling down. Your family, oh, see, I told you so, you should have listened to me. Your friends is like, girl, I'm here for you, whatever. Or, bitch, you want to go smoke a blunt, or let's go turn up, or something like that. Like, your family's not doing that. Your friends are there for you in different types of ways. So it's just like, they're very important when it comes to like venting and like expressing yourself. Being alone sucks, guys. Don't be okay with just being alone. We're all okay with our solitude because we appreciate it, because we all need our alone time.
Right.
But being alone forever is not something to be okay with. So being someone that's saying that I don't mind not having a man or a girlfriend, a friend, a fucking acquaintance that I could just say hi to or talk to, someone that gives a fuck about me other than myself, that is a problem.
Right.
That person has issues, because there's no reason that you should feel like you need to be alone.
Or even
Like,
not want to like
not even just have like
compromise or like things like that, like people that like
get a
cannot
pet, at least a
maintain
pet, maybe a
a
pet.
friend.
Right.
I feel like somebody that can't maintain a friend is somebody that doesn't want to compromise. Like they're so content with themselves that
Mm-hmm.
they replace their friends so often. Like I know, again, I know myself, so I make the proper adjustments with the people that I bring around me because I know myself. Like I know that I'm needy, I know that I'm dramatic, I know that sometimes like I get like when I'm drunk, like when I'm doing, when I'm sad, when I'm angry, like I know that I'm annoying. I know that when I'm going through a crisis, I have a certain friend that I can call because I know that that friend will be the person that's going to calm me down and not trigger the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a friend that you're going to call when you're going through certain problems. Like everybody has to have those people that are around and that's going to give them the support that they need. Like I feel so bad. I feel so bad for people that do not have anybody to go to. And then that's why I can't wait for the next episode, okay, with Boys Have Feelings Too, because I really, one of the questions that I really want to ask him is like, who do you talk to? Like when you feel like, when females, like when we feel sad, when we feel that emotion, when we feel like we want to go jump off something, right? We call our friend or we talk to whoever we talk to, like, or we'll call a hotline. Like, I don't know, like, has a, like, there's so many questions that I
No,
have
they
for the
don't.
guys. Like, do
Some of
y'all
them
call
don't do that.
hotline? Do men call hotlines? Like, do y'all cry to your mans if you're really about to like jump off something? Like, what do y'all do? Like, how do y'all handle those emotions? Like, and I feel really bad for people that don't have that support system, that person that's there for them, that's gonna call them when
Word.
their shorty is bothering them. Like, there's so many questions. Like, I'm so excited. Like, I'm so excited for next week. I'm gonna ask them, do y'all cry when y'all shorty blows y'all? Like, is it the same? Like, do y'all get tight? Like, does the game really distract y'all? Like, what is like? I want to know. I really want to know, like, how, what in their feelings, like, how does a man's feelings like really process up in their brain? But anyway, the next question was, can you forget? Okay, so like how maintaining a friendship with a friend, right? What makes a toxic friend? Like, what makes a friend that's toxic? And how do you
Um,
handle a toxic friend? Like, I can't deal with that because I express myself too much, so I
it's
can't.
someone who's toxic is the same way someone who's toxic in a relationship, someone who's manipulative. You have all those friends who you all go out somewhere for a birthday and they make everything about themselves. Or they wanted to feel that they were the special person, or they did something themselves, so they isolate themselves and do it all by themselves and say they get no help. Um, you have friends who are very petty, who are too sarcastic, who can't take anything seriously. We're talking about people who constantly are wrong but never admit to being wrong, who are scandalous and devious in their life, period. It's like you can tell a toxic person, and you can know when somebody's toxic to you as a friend.
Why do people maintain them? Like, I don't have those type of people. The moment you give me those type of red flags, like again, like I do agree with me, like, and other people, like we maintain a sexual relationship, you know what I'm saying, differently that we handle a platonic relationship. But like, I feel like with a friendship there's just certain lines, like that's another way of me saying like we will forgive a man before we forgive a female, just off the strength that, not to say that we think that the male species is stupid or nothing like that, but I feel like they think like their process is just not the same. You feel me? But a female knows. They
Hmm.
know. They always know because we were born with that little scandalous in the back of our mind. Like we was born with that gift. We was born with that skill. We was born with that talent of peeping energy, of moving accordingly, and of being strategic. Like we was all born with that. So when a female does something wacky, unfortunately, I'ma hold that way harder than a man doing something wacky because I know that he think this wasn't premeditated. Basically, like men do things off GP, like they just do things off the strength of I was feeling. Oh,
Sometimes.
not of course. There's always isolated situations, of course, but I feel like females when they do things like that, it's they prepared themselves. They got themselves ready. You get what I'm saying? They took the right steps to do it, and then they just said that. Oh my God, it just happened. We both
Oh
know.
my god, it just happened.
We both know that it did not just happen. Said she was ready for it, and that's what I'm saying. Like, with the people that I've dealt with, there's no way that they didn't already like premeditate this shit. Like they was ready to go because if you know that I care about the person or I talk about the person or whatever the case, if we share any information, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you just are on a certain level. Like even when you're in a relationship, like there's still certain things that you really don't tell your partner. Like you may have certain dreams, you may have certain fears that you may not jump and tell your partner as opposed to your friend and you tell them everything. Like sis, like I cannot believe like my one butt cheek looks a little bit crazy or my titty, like something is just certain insecurities that you will express with those friends that you're not going to really express with your partner all the
I don't
time.
agree.
I'm not going to say
Yeah.
because my partner becomes my best friend, so I'm
Yeah,
not saying that, but
exactly.
there's still certain things. I feel like
Nah.
there's certain
Can you
things
poop in
that
front of your
you,
partner?
of course,
Can
having a
you
whole conversation.
I mean, I've had like whole interrogations like after having sex or he's getting my vagina eaten, my nigga is in my vagina while like inspecting my vagina or whatever. Like I'm not shy about that. Like
What that
like you
that
know I'm talking about like the embarrassing stuff that you're saying that you would tell your friends
No,
like
I didn't
me
say
and my
nothing about
partner.
being embarrassed. I
Okay.
didn't. It's not embarrassing. She just said interrogating your vagina. Your body parts have nothing to do with anything. We're just.
I said all my friends
I
have
was
body
just
parts.
giving. I was giving examples of just how there's just certain minute or large things that may occur that you're gonna call that you're gonna tell your friend. You get what I'm saying? Like there's certain things that go on that you're gonna tell your friend. Like,
Yeah.
and unfortunately, I think that becomes the issue as to where like you try to don't you can't replace your female friends with your man with your
Yeah.
nigga. You can't do that. And that's what I'm trying to get at with that point. Like you can't replace your female friends with your nigga. Like that will be your best friend, but that's that best friend. And again, we have all different types of friends for all different purposes. You have mad best friends and they all hold it down in different ways. You may be able to call on all of them in case of an emergency,
Mhm.
but they all hold things down differently. You know that
Right.
with if you call all five of them to handle the situation, all five of them is handling them completely different.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And that's how it goes with your nigga. Like he's gonna tell you a certain way on a certain type of perspective as opposed to your friend. So certain things you're just really not gonna because you just know that it's only for us. It's
Mhm.
only for females. It's only to talk about, and you can't not have that. And that's what I was. That's why I want to talk about with the men on our episode next week. Is like, do you have that person? Do men have that mentor? If you don't have that because you weren't raised with that, do you go out and search for that? Because we look for that in our friendships, and then like do men always have this fear, or they have this like thing with like like they always got to be ready. They always got to be ready
Mhm.
for their man to do something, or they always got to, unless they have that, unless they going through the wire with them. Like I feel like, unless you like went through this, that, and the third, and that the next episode is gonna be a very close knit friendship for the most part. It's gonna be Queese and them, and they're gonna be, they have a close bond, and so I'm curious to know, like, every time you're sad, like, and you feel as though you're at the edge, like, who do you call? You get what I'm saying? Like, who will you call? Will you call your nigga first, or will you call your friend?
See, but guys also have female best friends. That's another
Nah,
thing.
I know, but I'm talking about in terms of the relationship between the nigga and female. Like, who will you call? If something is, if you have only one phone call and something dire is occurring, not that you need help with, but emotional support with, right? And who are you calling?
That's
She's
actually a good question though, because I would have to think like between my best friend and my partner, like because I know they both can like it doesn't even matter which best friend we're talking about because they all can console me emotionally and bring me down, but so can my partner. So it's like, do I call my best friend who half of them have children and the other half are working women of the world? though I know they'll drop everything and come save my ass if needed, it's like I know my partner will fucking jump off a bridge to save my life as well. So it's like I don't, and I know he's probably not doing anything. And since it's me, I'm like the sunshine in his light. So it's like call him, call best friend, call him, call best friend. What if best friend is in traffic and busy and I'm disturbing her and distracting her for something really important, but I know he's not doing anything. So it's like
I get it. I don't know either. I feel like I would definitely call um the friend that I know that's gonna give me the clear the everything. You get what I'm saying? Because again, you're
see,
um
I can't answer that question now. That's what I'm saying. I said
no,
I
definitely,
can't answer
because like
that.
I said, like in every episode I talk about how I want my partner to be attached at my hip, like I want that person to always be with me. So again, like I express things with them, I tell them what's going on, but in the sense of like in the moment on some crisis shit, like if something is happening, like I think it's important to know that you have people outside of the relationship, because
Yeah.
then it becomes an issue. You get what I'm saying? Like um you have to know that you're good without that person, because it becomes a problem.
Well, what happens when you consider it to not be a relationship anymore? It's your husband.
What do you mean?
Like it's not just like a boyfriend, it's your husband. So you stop, your husband is here for you to depend on him and all those other things. So it's like
My friends are also should be there for me to depend on.
absolutely. But the thing is
Period.
that we're all adults and we're also all married, prospectively, hopefully, whatever. We're all married and we're all doing these things. So the point is that when you're married, your husband is your number one. You go to him for everything. Not to take care of you or save your life, but that's your partner in crime. Not replacing your friends, but that's who you go to first, is what I was under the impression. But I don't know. Like me and my friends have maintained all of our friendships throughout all these years and they've all been in relationships and so have I. So I don't really know if there's a difference. I haven't had a chance to say I need to call my friends or call them because I'm texting one of my friends, I'm on the phone with my nigga and they all on their way to the spot.
I was just about to say, like, so you trying to tell me that there's never been an issue to where your friends feel as though they feel without, or
They feel replaced by other friends, not my nigga. So it's always been my friends feeling some type of way about my other friends. Like, oh, I feel like she's taking over my spot. Or I feel like she is getting more attention than I am.
but that's but then that means that you just like tell everybody, like you just be talking, you get what I'm saying, if that makes sense. Like you tell your nigga everything, you tell your friends everything, like you just say everything just to everybody. Not
For
to
the most part.
everybody, but like
For the most
you just
part.
say, yeah. I don't think that that's a bad thing, but like I just
Listen,
feel
I
like
need y'all to know if one day I went missing and I died, I need my friends and my partner to know everything about my life for the most part because anything could happen, right? Somebody could change the way I fucking look and kidnap me and put me on a plane. My friends will know, well, she didn't just run away. That bitch is not running away. She got a baby. She got this to worry about. Her mother will beat her ass. So it's like my friends don't know things, but maybe my partner wouldn't because my friends know me from teenage years to how I might revert back as an adult. Who knows? But yeah, that's why I said I really would be able to really choose. Like I don't think I would be. I don't think I could choose. I'd just be texting one and on the phone with the other. That's how it goes. Group chat. All y'all bitches is in one group chat. Send multiple messages. I'm on the phone. Ring, ring, ring. That's it.
right.
That's it.
No, definitely. I definitely agree. I just feel like it's definitely like I just wanted to be clear, like that. Female relationships is important, no
Ridiculous.
matter
Yeah.
no matter if you have a nigga or not. It is
Really.
important that you have female friends. Like I
Absolutely.
just think that's all they're trying to get at,
So
because
what
at
about
the end of the
like
day the perspectives will always be different. Like no matter
absolutely.
what you tell your nigga, he's never gonna give you, like he will always he will always have not always have your best interest. Like not
Yeah.
to say
It's
that
more
he's trying
yeah.
to hurt you or anything like that. Like
But
he
he's
may
thinking of
do
a point of
something.
protecting you, so
Exactly.
he's thinking
Protecting
about
you,
yeah.
protecting him, protecting the
Yeah.
relationship, whatever he
Yeah,
thinks is best for
exactly.
him and you, not
Yeah.
opposed to just what's best
You,
for
you,
you. You get
exactly.
what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Like your friends, their main
So
objective is you.
not just you have male best friends as well. So like does that count for them as well? Because do you tell them everything you would tell your female best friends? Is there a different level of best friend between you and your male friends and female best friends? Like is there a different like outlet? You don't tell your male friends as much as you tell your female friends, or is it vice versa, or what, or similar?
Nah, whenever what I have different friends. Like we said, we have different friends for different shit. But all the important information about my life, I tell a majority of them. Sometimes I personally just don't feel like repeating the shit. Mad times, like that's kind of what the issue is. Like with Tiana, all her friends that she's friends with are friends with each other for the most part. You get what I'm saying? As opposed to mine, I have brought them together, but they are all separate entities that I bring together on my platforms. Like, you feel me? Like, whenever
I
I do
brought my friends
something.
together too.
No, yes, that's what I'm saying. But when I'm going through something, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not about to text Queese, Danny Love,
In
Alize
the
in the
group chat.
same group chat.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
it's not happening. Like, I'm just not. They're all getting different. It's just not the same. Like, I just handle all my friends differently. I would hope that they handle me differently. That's kind
Yeah.
of like how I do things. The way that I want to be handled is the way that I try my best to handle my people, because I want them to handle me the same way. Like, if you call me an emergency, I'm gonna answer, because when I call you crying, you better answer. Like, if you want to pull up and spend time because you're going through something, pull up, because anytime I'm going through something, I'm gonna want to pull up. And again, that goes into the entitlement. But it's just me. Miss J is different. And like I said, I pick my friends wisely because it be the audacity. Okay? Because if I want to pull up, I'm gonna pull up. I have audacity, I have entitlement, but I come with a lot of love and I come with a lot of giving. You get what I'm saying? No, there's no type of entitlement that I have that I won't provide for you.
And
You get what I'm
remember,
saying?
quality time always equals food with your best friend.
Yeah. So all those things, like they play like major roles. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to just kind of know who you are. Um. So yeah, we have talked all about friendships. Is there anything else that we need to really touch on with friendships? We talked a little bit about when we had cousin Mike on the show when we were talking about can men and females be friends, but I have very close male friends and I don't want to touch or look at any of them, and that's on
And I
period.
think that that's perfectly fine. But the thing is that we have these men in the world who have sex with their female friends. So when they get in relationships with females who have strictly platonic male friends, they like cut them off because I don't like the way how close you guys are. And I mean, I've done it before, so I'm pretty sure you'll do it too. No, that's not how it goes. Like, this nigga will literally save me from a burning building because I'm his, like, his blood, even though we came from different moms. Like, we grew
Exactly.
up on the same street
On
or
period.
whatever. And this nigga will dead ass put his shit on the line to make sure I'm good. And that's someone who's not related to me by blood. This is somebody who just loves me and so much as a friend. That same way my female friends do, they will lay on the fucking ground and die for me. He will too. Don't think that because
You have
you have
issues.
issues that
Yeah.
everybody else is the same way you are. Please, okay?
Right.
Some friendships are just not, they're not there, and they're just worth too much to let go for partners who don't understand the idea of like friendship or the concept of valuing an individual. And that's another reason why I think a lot of those people have problems with the different sex, the different gender friendships, is because
They don't
they
value
don't
people
value
as
people as
people.
people.
They
It's
look
more
at
of a
their
sex.
yeah,
Exactly. It's more of
exactly.
a, I'm looking at your gender to make my preference on how I feel about you. Women are only supposed to be my objects of dating,
Right.
and men are supposed to be my objects of friends.
Friendship.
Whereas women are like, well, I can be friends with women and men. And men don't understand, like, why is she wanting to be friends with another nigga when she has me? Bro, you're not my friend. Like, I mean, you are my
But that's what
friend.
I'm saying. Like,
You are my
again,
friend, but you're not my friend. Like, there's different things. Like, yeah, I know. Like, it's just, you met me at a different stage in my life. This person has known me since I was fucking beating people up
right.
or fucking skinny or whatever. He's known me since I went through my emotional breakdowns or whatever. Like, the same way my female friends have been here, so has that those best friends, those male best friends. So it's like, y'all have to learn how to value friendships and those close personal relationships in order to understand how someone actually feels about another person as a friend. Because friends, like she said, are very important. And you're not about to tell me because you insecure and you fucked up in your life that I can't have my friends.
That's rule number one. As soon as I start talking to anybody, like I let them know off back that my closest friends are men. Point blank. Period. No, I've never touched them. No, I don't want to. And I really make it a priority to make it very clear from the beginning, because I know that there's people that do a lot of weirdo shit in the world, and I don't care if you think that I'm trying to be guilty, and that's why I'm telling you. But I'm letting you know because that's how important they are to me. There's
Mm-hmm.
certain things that are stamped in. You feel me? You gotta cuddle me, okay? On period. And you have to know that my best friends are men and they don't want anything to do with me but protect me. And that's that. and you have to understand that. Like, they will shake your hand and they will like really show you love because
Say
it's
that because they friends
all
have
love.
boundaries. That's what it's called, is when you have boundaries with your male friends. They understand that I'm in the presence of my one of my best friend's partners. I need to show him that he has no reason to be upset. Shape up, bro. You don't got no reason to be jealous of us because this is my bitch, like my sis, and I would never have sex with my sister.
That's it.
That's how they
That's
look at it. You
it.
gotta look
I
at it like
want
that.
anybody to look at me like I'm their sister. The moment you look at me like I'm anything more than your sister, it becomes uncomfortable for me. Like, I've never been one of those girls to like be around a guy that wants to be with, that wants to mess with me, like just for things. Like, that's very uncomfortable for me. Like, I hate it. Like a man like touching my leg or like trying to like
Yeah, don't
flirt
touch my leg. Don't
or
do that.
flirting with me. Like, any of those things are very, very uncomfortable for me. So I can't have a relationship with somebody that's those like sexual innuendos that I know wants to bone me. I don't have those type of friends because it's uncomfortable. That shit is weird. I don't know how bitches maintain it. I don't know how bitches bring boyfriends or people that they used to bone around their mans and they still fake mess with them and they let them kiki it up. That's so weird. But again,
What?
like, people do a lot of weird things, and that's what I'm saying. People are weird. Friends are hard to come by when genuine friends are hard to come by. Genuine friends are hard to come by. I'm say that again. Genuine friends are hard to come by. It's very easy to
Facts.
get an associate. It's very easy to get somebody that's with the shits, that's with the pull up, that's with the drama. But if do you have a friend that's with picking up your phone calls in the middle of the night? Are you with a
Mm-hmm.
friend that's gonna hear you cry? That's gonna pull up on you and bring you ice cream? Like, those are the type of people that I want around me. That's it. If you're not like that, then you're not around me. That is a fact. Like, people know me. Like, we're cool. You feel me? We vibe out, whatever the case may be. But it's not the same if you
Yeah.
don't fuck with me. Like,
Right.
it's not the same. It's not the
Oh
same.
no, I have a pimple.
But yes, so that is the hour or almost the hour. Okay. Welcome to it. Oh, sorry. So let's again, Miss T, Fire Mommy, her birthday is in 2 days. Everybody say happy birthday. Happy
Yay!
birthday.
April 26th. I
Woo!
will be putting my cash app up on my birthday, guys. Bless the queen. I'm going to Vegas. I need gambling money.
Woo! Yay!
Thank
Okay,
you.
next episode. Okay, I don't know the exact date. I believe that it is March 5th. I'm not too sure. Please do not quote me. Um, yes,
Nah, it's
it
like
will
the eighth.
be okay. March 8th.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Please, like I said, please do not quote me. But yes, I'm going to be filled in a room with my boys. We will not be in this studio. I will be located someplace else with the guys where they will be comfortable to express their thoughts. I cannot wait. I hope everybody tunes in for mental health part. Dolls, boys have feelings too. Okay, so welcome to another episode of
Tea in the classroom.
Tea in the classroom. Yay! She's like, why does she grab this? So I mean, like, things like this is like, you gotta know that that's just, me. I love
All the
you.
constant cuddling.
Yeah. See? I didn't even know that I be doing. I just be, you didn't realize how many times that, like, I didn't even, like,
Randomly, Janika
randomly
will
just,
come, walk from her room, lays on my shoulder. I'm like, okay. I like
sometimes
cuddles
just,
too
you
sometimes,
just
so it's
need it
okay.
sometimes. I'm sorry. But anyway, that is the end of the episode. Tune in again next week. Next week is gonna be so amazing. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So yes,
Peace out.
adios.
Ooh, my eardrum.